If one comes to call vengeance justice, such justice will only breed further vengeance.
What's up, YouTube? It's CrownSpectro here, back in with another video for everybody. And today we're gonna be talking about Final Fantasy VII Remake Intergrade, or simply put it, the Final Fantasy VII Remake Yuffie DLC. It was a lot of fun, really. It was a lot of fun. She's a great character. All right, just love the way she fights, her close combat, her long distance combat. It's a lot to go into. Also, I probably should say this in the beginning of the video, but spoilers ahead. If you guys haven't beat the DLC, don't watch the rest of this video. Honestly, this is pretty much spoiler for the end of the DLC, so don't watch it if you haven't played it yet. Or if you just continue to watch it, then I'm assuming you have played it. So just don't say I didn't warn you ahead of time. But I just want to put my thoughts into what this DLC was like and how it kind of like factors into the story of Final Fantasy VII Remake. As last time, my last video I did on my thoughts on the game itself of Final Fantasy VII Remake, it was without information of the lore of Final Fantasy VII, but I have a lot more information now of how the story is supposed to go and the purpose of the ghosts and, you know, all those things. I didn't really see the ghosts show up like that inside of basically the DLC, the Yuffie DLC, only if you try to go places that you weren't supposed to go to. Now, I tried to go inside the seventh heaven with Yuffie, and obviously there was like an invisible barrier there, and I'm assuming that was the ghost trying to prevent her from intertwining with their destiny, which is how it's not supposed to play out. We do get to see Yuffie more later on in the story, which I feel like we will in part 2, but it's just so much happened. Alright, it's such a small time. Honestly, I thought the DLC was gonna be a little longer, but I finished it in like, I want to say I could have finished it one night, but I honestly didn't put that much time to it. I kind of spaced it out, so literally it only took me, if I would have put all the hours together, I only put into it for like 3 hours to put into the DLC. It didn't take long at all, but I still had a lot of fun playing it. And of course, they had to go ahead and jerk some of the sad moments out, bro, and had to put, my boy he had to go, man. Sona, man, he's a real MVP, bro. I really liked him. I wish I could have played with him, you know? That was only one of my biggest like whys in the DLC. Why could I not play with Sona? I'm only play with Yuffie. I wish I could have played with him. Maybe there was a reason for it. Maybe it would have took too long to give him combat functions for players to use. But I feel like they could have let us play with him. I don't see the purpose of why he was only like it was cool that I can synergize with him and use him as I play with Yuffie and could use combos. Cause the team combos was something real. Which makes me wonder, why hadn't Cloud and them have a technique like that? Cause I don't remember Cloud having any kind of technique like that. Maybe because they haven't worked together that long as a team. But then at the same time, I guess Wutas are different. Wutas are just more compatible, I guess. I don't really know what's the explanation for how Yuffie and Sonon can easily just synergize together and they can just go crazy with the combo. I mean, go crazy. Their teamwork is like unmatched, honestly. They are the perfect duo. And it makes me really, it made me sad, I'm not gonna lie. It made me really sad to see how he went out. But at least I know he went out doing the thing that he was really not doing the first time around. Yeah, man, that flashback though, right before he died, bro, that was some sad stuff, bro. Some real sad stuff, honestly. Seeing him remember his sister, now he's gonna be with her. It's gonna be really messed up if I do see him later on in the future and he's being controlled by, what was the guy named, like Nero? I think his name was Nero. And I don't know much about Nero and Wise. That was the first time we've seen us two, so I feel like they're definitely gonna play a heavy major role later on in the story. And it's just so much to talk about. I can go on and on. Yuffie, she's such an energetic person. I know in one of my videos I said she kind of reminded me a little bit of Aerith. She did when I first saw her, and then she started putting me on the teeth a little bit, and then I feel like it's a little mix. You know, it's just little small portions of them within her. Small portions, not nothing major. But for the most part, I feel like Yuffie is her own character. So that's a great thing. And as far as I feel like how this can contribute to the future of the story, as we saw Cloud and everybody at the end, they're going on the journey now. They're all leaving. They left Midgard for good. They're traveling to who knows where. I have no idea where they're going next. I know since, you know, Destiny has now changed, this is pretty much a whole different timeline from the original Final Fantasy VII game. So who knows where the future may lead. I saw Zach. That's my greatest question right now with Zach, bro. Where has Zach been? Alright. I'm here, so I know how this all plays out. So he's still alive, and he basically still alive in this game, even though he died in the original timeline. In this timeline, he's pretty much alive. So where has this man been the whole time? You know, as we all saw at the very, this scene right here, in the final scene in the DLC before, you know, that cutscene's pretty much ended. You know, he comes to the church, and I was trying to place at what point this happened, and I'm placing it at the point that he first got the Midgard, when they first got there, like sometime a little bit of time after they first came Mercs, and Powell's probably still trying to recover from whatever's happening with the Mako poison and all that is in him, which he's also still suffering by, which is pretty sad that he doesn't remember it all. But anyway, that's still another topic for another video. But seriously though, where's that been, bro? And I feel like this is around this point in time. I don't feel like this is after all this. I don't feel like it would make sense for it to be after they already left Midgard, because then the question really would be like, where's this man been? Unless he's been on a long distance mission. That's also a possibility. Dude, the possibilities are really out there. I really don't know. But I'm gonna put my money on the fact that this was before all of that. This is when they first got there. So the question is, where is that now? You guys tell me in the comment section below. I can't wait to see you guys next time. I enjoyed Final Fantasy VII Remake, and tell me what your thoughts were and what was your experience. See ya.